They should be decriminalized in the sense that a user shouldn't go to jail for using drugs, but certainly if someone is selling drugs and dealing drugs and making drugs, I think that should remain criminal.
That is what I think, but then they shouldn't help anyone who does not take responsibility for what they do either. Either you live by your choices or else.
No, I don't think that.
And why is that?
They're dangerous. A lot of things are dangerous, and they should be, I don't know, only given to people when they need them.
Just open it up, but have responsible areas, centers for addictive individuals, and try to be responsible as a society. But we could put our resources to much better use. I'm talking law enforcement without the drug factor. I say open it up, yes.
I'm not sure about all, but the ones where you have an epidemic where people are dying, I think that's a good indication that it's time to do something.
No, I don't think so. I think it would be too free and too easily available that I think it would be even worse than it is now.
Decriminalization is, of course, a nice goal.
And why do you think why do you think it would work?
Well, I'm from Holland, and that's where we sort of started with. I don't know what the word is, but it was not legalized, but it was sort of okay, and it helped a lot to prevent criminal activities. Just stupid things like stealing car radios and just to get money. It was no longer needed.
Holy smokes, would you want that open doors like, oh, there's a store and your kid when they're just... Because I remember when I was 18, in Manitoba here, drinking age, I can go out and, I can try it. That could be the same for drugs as well. Not for all kids, but I would argue probably a subset of extra kids that wouldn't be doing it today would go do it because it's legal, right? So what slippery slope does that create?
Criminalization really doesn't help the problem, I don't think. So there are probably better ways to deal with these issues.
No.
Why?
Because a lot of drugs have addicting traits, and I don't think it leads to very good outcomes. That's the main reason. And then there's also, I think there's reason to be scared of some drugs. Like I said, there's addictive traits from them. They lead to harmful situations, and I don't think that decriminalization would do good things.
Absolutely not.
Why?
Well, because I think there's just too many irresponsible people out there that would take advantage of that.
No. Actually, we're out here for an addictions conference. So we, for the CSAM conference, so we work with drug and alcohol addictions in our community in London, Ontario. And I believe that there's a place for some decriminalization of certain recreational, if you'll call them, drugs. But there's other drugs that I think that we need to have make sure that there's a public understanding on just exactly how dangerous they are, and that there's a place for having them remain in a really restricted sense.
I'm wondering why we don't just legalize all drugs so that people aren't buying drugs from criminals. And I think, look what they've done in Portugal. It's been really good. There are other places where they've shown that decriminalize. Don't let criminals make money on people's misery.